So we've got a pretty big week this week. We are launching our silicone tags, and I'm quite excited about these. We've had a lot of positive feedback on them, and we're also making some big changes to our offering as well. We're going to be offering 2 different types of pet tag now. A standard pet tag, which will be cheaper, and then a premium pet tag, so people can choose which version they prefer. And then obviously the silicone tags as well. So, a lot of big change. Out of the office on Wednesday. My husband is doing something exciting in London, which I'll talk more about later. So we're going up there on Wednesday for that. And then yes, I've really got to crack on my to-do list today. Oh, okay, I'll try not to throw a box where you are. Okay, it's coming over. Oh, not bad. It landed on top of the Royal Mail thing. Amazing, almost like I planned it. So I decided to do a quick stock count of all the silicone tags ahead of the launch. I wanted to make sure we were organised. We don't have large quantities of these because obviously we want to see how well they go, and we can't really afford to invest in large numbers of stuff at the moment. Start. Wish they wouldn't send them in all this extra plastic. So annoying. I wonder if next time I can ask them to send them not in the plastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay. So I thought you might like to see how we actually create the silicone tags. So first we have to create the artwork on the computer. We use CorelDRAW for that. Then we need to laser it over on the machine. We created this wooden jig to put the pet tags into to make sure that when we are lasering them, the design is perfectly in the center. In the top right hand corner there, this is actually a tag that is for a brand rep, but the rest of the tags were for photography samples and for us to create reels from. Our brand reps have actually been super supportive of us and are really enthusiastic about the brand and have definitely been our best marketing effort. This is the final result and I'm really happy with them, and I can't wait to see what everybody thinks about these new silicone tags. No, no.
What's wrong with it?
To poke the things together.
No.
Okay.
Oh wow, well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you sing it again?
Manifest, manifest. What are they feeding you? Manifest, manifest. It's not fuck off. Actually fuck off. Oh, you could have fucking stuck it in.
Well, no, because the thingy's down there.
Oh,
You know, the thing that staples things together. What's that thing called?
where's that?
Stapler.
Oh yeah.
Down there somewhere, I
I
reckon.
found it.
Found it.
I wanted to launch this year and I can't come out here for the first time. I've actually put what month things are going to launch in, not just the quarter. The only quarter that I have fully planned out this week.
So today I have spoken to our business insurance provider, and just by having a quick chat about the amounts of things that we're covered for, I've realised that our cover was far too high as our circumstances have changed, and just by reducing some of that cover, our premium has gone down by just over £40 a month, which obviously is a huge saving. So if you have business insurance, double check your cover, because that's really decent chunk of money that we're saving now, so I'm really, really chuffed about that. And one of my goals, as things are, you know, a bit tricky at the moment, is to go through all of our bills and see what we can get rid of, what we can cut, what we can reduce, everything. We already use a couple of different programs, so we use Adobe Photoshop in our business, and although it's expensive, we can't really figure out a different way to replace it. But we used to use Adobe Illustrator as well, which obviously made it twice as expensive. We did find an alternative, and we now use Affinity Designer instead of Illustrator, and that was a one-time purchase and no monthly subscription, and it's brilliant. And I have also got Affinity Photo, but I think I need to play around with it to see how similar it is and how it works in a similar way to Photoshop, to see whether or not we could replace it. So for now, because of the way that we use Photoshop, we need to keep it, but that's something that I can look at. But I would definitely recommend the Affinity programs if you haven't checked them out. So I've got largely admin based tasks to do today. I need to do some invoicing, it's really, really important. I've got more preparation for the launch that's happening on Wednesday, which is the silicone tag launch. I filmed some stuff yesterday for some reels, so I want to put those together, get those out everywhere. I need to put an email together to send to our mailing list, and I have to schedule all of this because I'm travelling up to London with David tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, so that's what's going on at the moment, and that's what I'm doing today. So we're off to London today. So I'm going to take my sketchbook with me. This is the sketchbook I usually take with me when I'm sort of travelling around, because it's nice and small and portable. I haven't done much in here so far, and mostly they're just all very, very like rough little sketches that are and sort of studies, light studies, just weird, all different things from where I've been away and travelling and practicing different sort of styles of art as well. So yes, so I'll take that with me. And then I'm just trying to decide, this is my go-to pencil case. I love this pencil case because it's small and light, so it's good to go in a bag. And then I'm just trying to decide what kind of pens and stuff I'm going to need. Okay, I think that's going to be my go-to kit. Maybe a couple of these as well. See what I mean? I'm a nightmare. So these are going to be the ones I'm going to go with. Perfect. All fits in there nicely. And now I'm just going to go back into central London and meet Chloe from Jammy Weekend, who I met at the craft fair last weekend, and we're going to meet up and have coffee, so I'm really looking forward to that.
So this is Chloe from Jammy Weekend.
Hiya.
If you haven't watched her channel, she makes really cool polymer clay jewellery. So you have to pop over and check out her channel. Yes, like these earrings and like my cool badge on my bag. Focus, damn you. There we go. Yeah, so go check her out.
Basking in the sun. There's some sunlight at last. Hooray! I so am over winter now. I'm ready for spring to arrive. Went up to London with David. Apparently it's not going to air for 2 years, so I'm not allowed to talk about it. Typical. But yes, he recorded for a TV show in London yesterday. So as soon as I get air details, I'll tell you. But it's all very exciting. It's a fun day out anyway. We launched our new silicone pet tags, which was very nerve-wracking because I always feel like I'm just not very good at launches. I think it's just, I don't know why, it's just an area that I lack. I'm not very good at building up. I'm more kind of like oh, this is available now, you can buy it, with no kind of, yeah. So it's definitely something I need to work on. So I feel like that went well. I was brave. I went on Instagram Live, Facebook Live and TikTok Live. And TikTok Live terrifies me. I don't know what all of the little things mean on the screen. Stuff flashes up. People are trying to join the live. I don't know who they are. It's just, it's a little bit scary. And there's all these things. It's like being on QVC and I don't have the manual. So yeah, it was definitely, that was a brave moment. So that was cool, and then we've had a nice amount of orders from that, so that's been a really good boost for the beginning of, well, middle of this month now. And this week has flown by. I can't believe it's Friday already, and I'm trying to sort of like in my head figure out the things I need to do. So it's about 10:30. Haven't gone into the office yet, mainly to be honest because we've so much stuff to do here at home in prep for moving the business back home. So I had confirmation from our landlord that our lease is going to finish at the end of March. So that means that we need to be up and running here by the middle of March. So we've got about 4 weeks. I don't know why I thought it was longer, like 6 weeks, but it's 6 weeks until we have to be completely out. But realistically, we're going to need to be running here within 4 weeks because we need to obviously have like continuity and be able to still continue to ship. So that means I really need to like ramp things up now. So I thought this morning I might try and start clearing out the shed in the garden, because otherwise I just end up doing it all over the weekend. It means I don't get a weekend, I don't get a break, and then my battery's not recharged for the start of the week. So then Monday rolls around and I just feel exhausted. So I was like, right, okay, I need to start like building this into part of my work day, because obviously it is all part of work. So I've got some computer bits I need to do which are urgent. I'm going to do those first, and then I am going to crack on with clearing some of the stuff in the shed, and then we'll be going into the office to sort out the orders and do stuff there. Okay. Where to start? I mean, there's quite a lot to be done in here. Mainly it's kind of moving a lot of the stuff that we've stored in here. We've got all of David's books from Hodder in here, so they can probably go into the attic. So it's mainly a case of kind of sorting through and just clearing stuff out. We may or may not need a skip. I'm hoping we don't because they're expensive. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of like chip away at it a little bit. I think it's more the priority that we get the office in the house ready, because we can kind of move stuff in there, and this is going to be manufactured. It'll probably be the last thing to come back over from work. So and yeah, it shouldn't take too much to clear this space. It's more just the fact that it's absolutely freezing cold. So yeah, I think maybe a coat, a scarf and some gloves might be in order, because otherwise I think I'm not actually going to be able to do it because it's so cold. Also, while I'm here, I want to quickly mention this book that was recommended to me by Laura Jane Illustrations. So she's got a fantastic YouTube channel, really helpful advice on there, and she does a Patreon as well. I'm part of her Patreon. So this book, More Sales Please, I'll put a link in the description. She recommended it to me as a really great book to help if you think you're not very good at marketing, which I don't think I am. So I started to read it last night, and I have to say I'm only like 10 pages in, and already I'm like really easy to read, like the flow and everything. So I will report back on whether I'm finding that helpful in a short while. Talking about Patreon, so I mentioned like way back when that I've set up a Patreon, and I have. So my Patreon is free because I don't have a clear plan with it yet. So I don't feel comfortable charging people any money for something where I've got no clear plan. And I'm very much focusing on being consistent with YouTube, which I'm really pleased I've managed to stick to. So I don't want to then like throw something else into the pot when I've got so much going on. So I kind of started the Patreon. I've put a podcast episode up. I want to record another podcast episode for February, which I will do. And then the other thing I've done at the moment is added an Instagram chat. So all of the people that are members, free members, so as I said, you can join for free, have the option to leave their handle, and then they can be part of our private patron Instagram chat. And it's just a really lovely way for me to get to know them all, and also for us to kind of like chat and support each other, you know, because it's quite lonely running a small business, especially if you're solo running a small business. So, you know, it's nice to have other people to talk to that understand what it's like and are in the same boat. So it's a really nice little Instagram chat where we can drop in and be like, how's your day going? Or how's the week going? Or, you know, that kind of stuff. And so far it's really nice. There's only 5 of us in there. And it's just been really, really nice to kind of like chat and get to know people better. So I'm pleased with how that's going. Yeah, this is why I think we need to have some like a photograph where we've got more than one photo in the example. I think because I did 4 different designs, and because I've done one colour per design, I think people assume that's the only option. So at least if we show it, that will help. Can you take this table home today?
What?
A table. Do you reckon we can get a table in the car?
The thing I'm concerned about, I know we're supposed to be moving home, but what I'm concerned about is going to come a week where we're all just sitting on the floor doing stuff together, like a play group. If there's no furniture left.
Well, at some point we have to move operations back to home. At the moment I just feel like I'm moving stuff around and not making much progress. Why did we screw a hinge onto the end of this table? That is most odd. Okay.
No! It is my photograph, you will not come in!
Hey, it's that song from Barbie. It's pink. Don't know the rest of the
love
words. Oh, the Barbie film's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the legs off this. Have we got a screwdriver? Anywhere? Right, must not lose. Yeah, no, I'm gonna need an actual. Oh no, lefty loosey. Why has this not got a thing? A screwdriver-y thing. Oh, you have to watch the Barbie film. It's one of those films where I can't tell if I've watched like the best film I've ever seen or the worst. I should not be doing this. I have other things to do that's not this, but I've started now, so I kind of have to finish. Oh, crikey. Yeah, I really need a screwdriver. This is going to take forever at this rate. You're going sarcastically, Phoebe, like, oh, I love our conversations at work, they're so great. And what's hilarious is half the time David's got his headphones on, like wherever he is.
What?
Oh,
Huh? Have you done? Are we done?
what, done talking?
Yeah.
You can put the headphones back on now.
Sorry.
They never came on.
No, exactly.
Have you noticed though? since I've had things to listen to in my ears, I've not been making noises. It's got to be a bit better, right?
I don't know, what kind of noises were you making?
I have a hilarious story time story to tell you as well. Is that what they call them? Story time. So on Tuesday, my husband and my son had gone out for the evening, so it was me and my daughter at home, and I thought I would treat us to a takeaway from our favourite takeaway place. So ordered the takeaway. It arrived. So I'm unpacking it all, and I go to the fridge to get something out the fridge. And I don't know if it was the socks that I was wearing, because I like to knit my own socks, so I was wearing a pair of my own knitted socks, or if something had been spilt on the floor. But I walked over to the fridge, my feet left the ground, I flew through the air and landed on my back, flat on my back, like a turtle, and just lay there for a little while thinking, crap. My daughter came running out because she was like, oh my God, are you hurt? Do I need to call an ambulance? What happened? And I'm just lying there like, I think I'm okay. It was like, I don't know if anybody watches wrestling. It was like I had been clotheslined by an invisible wrestler. I literally felt my feet leaving the ground and slammed hard on the kitchen floor. I'm not going to lie, it hurt. And I was a bit worried for a while, but thankfully my back seems to be okay. And I think it's more just like I've bruised myself. I have had issues with my back in the past. I was due to go to an event that Emily Harvey was doing last year, and I coughed and leaned over and put my back out in a way that I have never done before. And it is the most pain, I think, since childbirth that I have ever experienced. So obviously I couldn't go because it was all the way in Manchester. And ever since then, I've been a bit like cautious and nervous about my back. So I was a little bit scared, but thankfully it's been okay. So yeah. Okay, it's the weekend, so we are cracking on with clearing the house, ready for moving back. So David is downstairs clearing what is going to be our packing / office space, and I am in my office because I need to clear this because a lot of the stuff that is downstairs that we haven't sold or that we might want to keep, it needs somewhere to go, and it's probably going to be in here. So my kind of thing is I want to clear these bookcases. I want to clear them, but I also want this to be sort of where I keep my art books, my business books, my sketchbooks, my art supplies. Yeah, I'd like to get like some shelves up here, there, like some kind of shelves where I can kind of like put things, or maybe like a really cool pegboard or something. I was thinking about that this morning because I was like, I could use a laser, I could cut out some really cool like cloud shaped shelves that I could paint. But I have this wall, and I think, could this wall be used for something? Should I move the bookcase like from here to here, so I've got more space against this wall? Or like before, I had my desk under the window, but then I would get a lot of light coming in and I wouldn't be able to work because the light was in my eyes. So I'm not sure. And we've got a very long desk which does fit in that space, but we might need that downstairs. So I need to kind of plan. I probably need a piece of paper and a pencil and to plan it all out. But for now, just clear space and see how we get on. So I just found one of my old sketchbooks. So years ago, my very first business that I started on Etsy was called CLS Creations, and I used to hand sew purses and felt brooches. And I've just found my sketchbook with some of my designs in, so I'm going to show you. These were for actual like zip kind of like purses. So this one was going to be like a dog purse. So I would cut these out of felt and sew those on, and then this would be the part where the zip would go. I guess that was supposed to be a pug and a meerkat, and I'm not even sure. Marilyn Monroe, that's what that was going to be. Oh my God, this was the first logo that I started to design for Hubinu, because originally I was going to call it Hubinu Zoo, and it was all filled with like animal characters, and I wanted this like big bubbly font, so that was like my first logo idea I had.
This, oh my god, this is, I'll find a picture and insert it. I actually made this into a wooden and acrylic brooch, and I do still sell these. So yes, I'll put a picture in. And then, oh, I had a cool like beanstalk idea. I might have to work on some of these again, actually. Oh yeah, and this sloth necklace, again, we still have some of these sloth necklaces that I sell. Oh my god, this was a project that I started to do last year, and I was running it like I was doing like a project like I used to do when I was doing art at college, but I didn't get very far with it. But this was sort of like my research stage. I was going to do a whole project on insects, and I just started to do like these I like really simplistic style drawings, so I just started to do all of these like simplistic drawings. I did my artist research, and then I think, oh yeah, and I started to do, like I had a book with photographs of insects, so I started to do some studies of those as well. I had in my mind to do this really lovely enamel pin collection of insects, but in like pastel colours and really sort of beautiful, and I just never finished it. But maybe I should go back and do that, because that might be quite cool actually. Okay, a really exciting delivery has just arrived. I've been really enjoying YouTube, so I decided to make a tiny investment because this had like a really good deal and money off at the moment. So I've bought a decent mic, and hopefully we won't have the same problem that we had with the other mic. Okay, I'm actually really excited. Yeah, so another small business owner, content creator, had recommended this, and she had like an affiliate link, and when I clicked, it had like 40% off. So I was like, okay, like this is the universe telling me that it's time. So let's see what's in the box. I can't wait to try this, and I love the faces. Right, David's just clearing out the airing cupboard so we've got more storage, and he's just found, please tell me the two random things you've just found. One?
The most random shit in the world. I've found a crutch and a wig.
I think Bumblebutt looked better without the hair, if I'm honest. Maybe dark's just not his colour. So David decided to empty the airing cupboard. No, don't push me. He thought it would be like a really good storage space. Stop trying to push me into the floor drobe. Oh, we haven't gone through this cupboard in some time. Stop pushing me into the... Okay, I'm going to test the microphone out again now. So I think I followed the instructions. So this is no mic, normal iPhone mic thing, whatever. And now I'm going to try like with the mic thing. Please ignore the cries for help. My daughter has fallen into the floor drobe that is now living outside of the house. She's fine. David's out there. Right, okay. Anyway, I'm just trying out the mic. So it's on me. There it is. Yeah, let's see if it's any good. What happened? What happened?
Pile of shit. This house is such a shithole.
And thank you for watching another vlog. Please join us again next week, where I post a new video every Sunday.